But for now, let's move to the next speaker. And I was wondering if he already arrived.
Yes.
Fantastic. Then let's move to the next speaker, Elom, Ghanaian musician, rapper, singer, and he will share his perspective of being actually a champion in the Participate campaign, what drove him, motivated him, and also how he made a difference. So please take it away.
No, there's a bunch of people.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hello, gang. My name is EL. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. I was proud and very happy to be part of the whole process. And I was called to be a major part of the music aspect, and an invitation of which I accepted with much happiness. So my motivation for participating in the campaign actually was I'm all about how I can use my voice and my influence as an influencer, especially to the youth, to convey a message of unity and the responsibility that we have, the part that we have to play as members of the nation, to make sure that that election period was one which was peaceful and which would be admired by not just Ghana, but by the rest of the world, which I think we were able to achieve. As children here in Ghana, we are typically brought up to be very respectful, which is a step in the right direction. But as part of that upbringing, most often than you are brought up to be seen rather than heard. So it's very hard for a child who has reached adolescence and is approaching puberty to identify his or her voice. It's very hard for you to pinpoint the point at which you are allowed to speak out and voice your opinions. And one of the messages that I've been preaching through my music is that you do have a voice, regardless of how experienced you are or how much knowledge you think you are. You still do have a voice, and you have the right to use that voice to express yourself. You might be wrong, and when you are wrong, you are corrected. So I have always been a propounder and a strong forwarder of use that voice that you have, which is why I have used my voice and chosen to use my voice to make music to impact the youth. So it was a very humbling moment for me when I got the invitation. And I can confidently say right now that the collection of artists who chose to partake in this particular event were the best selection that we could get to impact the whole country. They came from far and wide, and they came representing different segments and different sects, different regions. And I think that made the message even clearer and even more powerful. So it was a great initiative, and because of this, that's my motivation for joining the whole movement.
Okay, thank you so much for that very nice personal reflection about what drove you to be part of the campaign. I think one of the key things there that you said is young people are often seen but not heard. And I think that is in so many countries the reality. Which makes us lose so much potential of what young people can achieve in society, the change they can achieve. So thank you so much for that perspective on that. I'm looking at Andre. Are there any questions, or looking at time, shall we move to the next speaker and then have a discussion at the
end? Could you switch to the next slide, please?
Hang on. So I think there are no questions yet, Andre. So perhaps we can simply move on to the next speaker and then have like a joint discussion with everyone involved at the end of the session.